Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl Ray doing a video real quick. I guess you can tell by the sound of my voice. I'm laying back in bed. I got the covers over my head, and I'm just laying here, comfortable, all toasty. I don't want to get up and do anything, but I know I have to get up and participate in this game called life. And I'm laying here, and I'm thinking about what my life was before I went to Job Corps, before I went to the penitentiary, before I went into any kind of institutions. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I was always away from home anyway. I didn't grow up in my parents' house. I didn't grow up with my mother raising me. My father, he was he was around, but he he wasn't like present in my life. And I remember that because I did most of my childhood in foster care system. Me and my brother, and I was separated from my other siblings. I didn't meet the rest of them until I was 30. I met my biological mother at 30. I met my biological father at 30. And then 6 years later, my father died. But before he died, me and him spent a lot of time together. We talked together, we laughed, we got into disagreements. And I remember one particular day, my father was supposed to take me to the movies, right? And he never showed up. And I remember going to my sister's house, and I told her, I said, my father didn't show up at the house. You think maybe, he don't feel good? She said, Arabia, I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you that he's not about, really getting to know you. He's not about that. But she took me over there to where he lived. And child, I showed my ass like it was no tomorrow. And my sister kept telling me, she said, Baby, I kept trying to tell you, I kept trying to warn you about him. And you know what ended up happening? I turned 36 years old one day, and he was 63 at the time. This man was sitting in a hospice dying. And I sat there and I talked with him, and he just looked over there at me. He couldn't really respond. His voice was weak. Then finally he had stopped talking. And I was shaking my head. He was 63 when he passed. I'll be 50 in a few more days. A few more weeks, actually. And I'm laying here in this bed and I'm enjoying my life. This is the best part of my life. Just to lay here and to think about things. And I'm like, God damn, he died at 63. Now, his grandmother, which was my grandmother's mother, Grandma Barbosa, she died at the age of 52. Heart attack. In her kitchen, just fell out and died. And that's the only thing promised is death. It's not life. It's not how you're going to live your life. It's not about anything. Life is like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's not what Forrest Gump said. Now, let's get out of here with that bullshit. My mother always used to tell me, if you do right, right will follow you. Follow you where? Follow you where? Because it seemed like when you do the right things, it takes some time for, things to happen. But if you do all the wrong things, you're up here trolling people, fucking with people, you're having a blast. It's like you're having a party. Nobody wants to be trolling anyone. I look over there at Miss 504, and I didn't realize at first how miserable she really was. And she's got to be a really miserable person to dig up public information on other people. Why don't she dig up information about herself? I don't waste time doing anything about anyone else. If I want to know something, I say, well, let me see if I can see if these charges are still on my record. Then I have to call the district attorney and tell them to take that shit off. I had to do that a few months ago, because the charge was dropped. So it is what it is. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm laying in bed and I'm just so cozy and toasty. I remember when I was younger, I couldn't lay in bed like this. You get beat out of bed. They would beat you. Especially if they open the door and say, you get up now, get up. And you be laying there, you be like, oh, 5 minutes more, 5 minutes more. Shit. 5 minutes more, they come in that room and your ass is grass. I laugh about it now. It wasn't funny then. But that's all I wanted to say. Peace out.